At the end of the last video, we left America after World War I. The war was over, immigration restrictions were tightening, and I left you with one question. Had America's needs changed? Because that's what we've been looking at throughout this whole series. When America needed population, people came. And where America needed workers, workers came. And when America needed soldiers, well, a whole lot of those people were already here. Then came World War II. And this time, America, United States, needed everything. Millions of men went into the military, but somebody still had to work the farms, build the ships and airplanes, tanks, trucks, weapons, and ammunition. We needed mechanics, welders, nurses, doctors, scientists, engineers. Basically, we needed people everywhere. And this is kind of where it gets interesting. You can't take 1 million people out of the civilian workforce, put them in a uniform, and expect everything back home to keep running like nothing has happened. So once again, America had a labor problem. And once again, the policy changed. In 42, United States and Mexico started what became known as the Bracero program. Mexican workers were brought into the United States to help fill labor shortages, especially in agriculture. Pretty straightforward. We needed workers. We didn't have enough workers, so we got some. At the same time, immigrants serving in the United States military had opportunities for faster naturalization. Again, we needed soldiers, and citizenship became one of those things America could offer people willing to serve. Then there's China. For decades, the United States has severely restricted Chinese immigration. But during World War II, China was now our ally against Japan. And in 43, the Chinese Exclusion Act was repealed. Chinese immigration was still heavily restricted, but Chinese immigrants already living here could become naturalized citizens. Was all that coincidence? Maybe. Every one of those decisions had its own reasons behind it, but still, there's a pattern you just can't ignore. America needed something, policy changed, then the war ended, but America's needs didn't, because we almost went immediately into the Cold War, then Korea, then Vietnam. American troops were stationed all over the world. We built military bases. Alliances changed, and American companies expanded overseas. And all those connections brought people together. American servicemen married women overseas, and refugees came here. Our immigration laws continued changing. Then we get to 1965. The old national origins quota system was eliminated. The new system put more emphasis on family connections and certain skills. And look at what happened in America at the same time. What was happening in America at the same time? We had the Cold War, Vietnam, and the space race. Medicine was advancing, and universities were expanding. Science and technology was becoming more and more important. American industry wasn't just looking for somebody who could swing a hammer anymore. We now needed scientists, engineers, doctors, and researchers, and eventually programmers and other highly specialized workers. The kind of people America needed was changing, and the immigration system was changing right along with it. Now, does that mean somebody was sitting in a room somewhere planning the whole thing? I don't know, but we should look at the pattern, because we've seen it before. Early America needed population, then we needed people to build the country, then we needed people to work the farms, mines, and railroads and factories. Wars came along and we needed soldiers. Then America became a technological power, and suddenly we needed people with specialized knowledge. Different time, different need, different people. And that brings us to something else. Who decides what America needs? Because America isn't a person. It just ain't a person. America doesn't wake up one morning and say, you know what? I think I need 50,000 engineers or 100,000 farm workers. People make those decisions. Governments and businesses do. The military, university, corporations, they all do. And sometimes all of their interests line up. Or are they supposed to? Eisenhower warned America about the growing relationship between government and the military and the defense industry. He called it the military industrial complex, but that's another rabbit hole. But it matters for one reason. It shows us that government, industry, military needs, technology, and money doesn't always operate separately. Sometimes they depend on each other, and all of them depend on people. So bring that forward. After Vietnam came new technology, computers, satellites, advanced aircraft. Then the Gulf War, September 11th, Afghanistan, Iraq, cybersecurity and drones and AI, advanced weapons, semiconductors. The worker America needed in 1900 ain't necessarily the same workers we need today. 100 years ago, we need huge numbers of people for factories, mines, and physical labor. Today, we still need those same people, but we also need engineers and programmers, scientists, doctors, researchers, and people who understand technology that didn't even exist a generation or two ago. So maybe the question was never simply, why are people immigrating to America, but what does America need when they arrive, and who benefits from them being here? Because after going through all this history, I don't think those immigration waves exist in a vacuum. Maybe they're coincidence or economics, or maybe they're simply millions of individual people looking for a better life. And I'm sure that's part of it, but maybe there's another part too. Maybe America's economic, military, technological needs have helped determine not only how many people we bring into this country, but who we bring in, what skills they have, what we need them to do, and once they're here. And that if that's true, then immigration itself may not be the real story. It might be just one piece of a bigger one. Because every time America needs something, somebody provides it. And when everybody provides something, somebody benefits. So maybe the final question isn't just who came to America. Maybe it's who needed them, who benefited from them, and who actually had enough power to help make it happen. I don't know, but you decide and tell me what you think. Later.
Attention passengers, we've now reached our destination. We hope you enjoyed the flight and have a nice day.